Welcome to the Rebirth Summit 2025, Stories of Unyielding Courage. I'm Wendy Corner, host of From Page to Stage, where I spotlight powerful voices from around the globe. Now, I help busy entrepreneurs to share their message from the page and the stage, so in book form and on a podcast. And I'm honored to be selected as an interviewer for this international summit featuring over 100 inspiring stories of transformation and rebirth. Now, you're in for a treat. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Angela Brooks, a serial. Would I call her a serial? No, I'm not going to call her a serial anything. I'm going to say that this is a lady who has come through various corporate situations and has really discovered, that wasn't where she needed to be. She needed to be out on her own, encouraging people in the wider world. So without any further ado, I'm going to go, Angela.
Hello.
Let's start at the beginning. Yay.
Yes.
What was life like before your transformation? Can you describe the situation emotionally, mentally, and spiritually for us? Give us a feel of where you were.
Right. Well, if I'm being honest, Wendy, it was tough, right? Because sometimes when you are battling one setback after another, it is so difficult to stay mentally, motivated, stay physically healthy. Um, it really tries you. It puts you to the test. And, when you've come face to face with, homelessness, and when I say homelessness, I mean you don't have your name on a mortgage, you don't have your name on anybody's lease. So even if you're staying in with family, right, you're homeless because it's not your place. Bankruptcy, so you've got financial trouble. It's difficult. It's difficult to stay motivated. It's difficult to stay, positive, but you just have to really dig down deep in order to zone in on your purpose. You're here in this life for a better purpose, for a higher good. So you have to keep at it.
So, what was your breaking point?
Well, there were a few. Right, there were a few. But I think the one thing that stands out in my mind is the part that I'm going to actually share in the book, Rebirth Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I found out I was going to be evicted. And if anybody knows, I know my parents out there will know what I'm discussing. When you have someone that's depending on you, right? Whether it be a child, in my case, it was a parent that you're looking after, that you're helping to take care of, and you find out that you're about to lose the resident that you're living at. That's crushing. So at that point, my spirit was really tried. It was put to the test because all before then, I had been a confident woman, a woman who knew, how to take care of her finances, how to get things done. But now you're put in a situation where you're facing being outdoors. There's a lot of negative emotions that come with that. So, like I said, you have to really, really zone in on the fact that you are going to get through this no matter what.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, so what was it like? That transformation, what did it feel like? Take us through the internal process, your fears, if you will.
Mm-hmm. You go through a range of emotions. In the beginning, it's shame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Embarrassment. How could I have let this happen to my mother and I? You know? So you start to kind of question. See, when I was younger, I had this vision of myself, right? A huge life. I mean, really huge, Wendy. um, Private jets and right, all the glitz and glamour. And then you start to wonder, did I really see it? Is that really the life for me? Absolutely it is. absolutely. You're just dealing with a difficult situation right now. But that life that I saw, that huge undertaking of wanting to help so many people in the world, that was my life. I just had to fight to get to it.
Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. So that was, so you were determined, you were holding on to that faith that that was where you
Yes,
were going, regardless
yes,
of what was exactly in front of you at the time. Oh,
absolutely,
beautiful,
absolutely.
beautiful. So who or what supported you on your journey?
Well, you always have a few, but the main thing that really kept me grounded was my faith, Wendy. God is always there with me, right? And I don't take that lightly. I know who I am, and I know whose I am. So I'm going to always lean into his words and who he says that I am, and what I have a right to. I'm not going to let the present situation dictate where I'm going or how I feel about myself, because you know the truth inside. You know, you may see something different on the outside, but that's okay. You keep pressing forward, you keep fighting through it, because the promises are going to come to pass. You just have to hang in there long enough to get to them.
Yes, yeah. Oh, I'm feeling that one too. Really am. Oh,
That's what I want, Wendy. I want people that are out there, that
yeah,
really don't know. They don't know, which way to turn. I want them to feel what I'm saying and know that if it can happen for me, it can happen for them.
absolutely, absolutely. Do it again, God. Good, do it again. Yeah.
Yes.
So this is your faith has helped to keep you carrying on through, and you've been
Yeah,
relying and resting on the word of God. Love it. Beautiful. So
absolutely.
where are you now on your journey?
Well, I've come a long ways. I wanted to kind of mention and throw in there as well that I have a little bit of a temper. So that's that's something that I've had to continuously work on. We're always in the process,
Oh
right?
yeah.
This
Yeah.
is a journey. It's not a final destination that you're getting to. You're learning things along the way. So right now, I am building a business where I get to do what I really love, and that's work with other individuals, showing them that they can turn their struggles into their strengths. And no matter what pain they're going through, they can turn that into purpose, because life is too short not to know why you're here, right? And if you're like me and you really have a desire to want to help others, then that's what you should be doing. So that's what I'm spending my time doing now, helping people to reset their minds, right? And rebuild their confidence after financial ruins or setbacks, and rise and know that you can become absolutely anything that you want.
Oh, that's powerful. So you've come from this sort of low point of the
Yes.
homelessness, the bankruptcy, and you are living proof that you don't have to stay there.
No.
It, it's possible, and it is definitely doable because you're a
Yes.
living example of it. Oh,
Absolutely.
love it.
Absolutely.
So you kind of hinted at it already. So you're using your experience to help others. Tell us a bit more about that.
Well, I always feel that you can't teach something or show someone a way or a path that you haven't already walked. So I've walked on the negative side. I faced the bankruptcies, those negative emotions and feelings.
Mm.
But there's also the other side of life, where you get to enjoy helping others, where you get to live the life that you were really meant to live. And it may look different for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's dream doesn't have to be the same, right? I saw the private jets and the limos and the huge life, but that may not be your dream, and that's okay. But I help people to find whatever dream it is for them, zone into it, really, really dig in, and know that
Mm.
you can make it happen. You have everything that you need on the inside of you. It's nothing on the outside. We're looking to sometimes celebrities and stars to inspire us and encourage us, and they have to live their life a certain way. No, you have everything you need on the inside.
Oh, Polly, I'm really feeling this tonight, Angela. Sorry, folks, it's tonight for me. But I know it's morning for you guys. So yeah, I'm really feeling your passion. So you're doing this. Is this through coaching? How are you using your experiences?
Yes, it's through coaching. I'm open to do group coaching, or I'm open to do individual one-on-ones, and those are what I like the best, because I like to get to know the people that I'm working with. Like I said, I don't want to just give you some cookie cutter, response. Everybody's different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's life circumstances are different. So I want to speak to you exactly where you are. I'm not going to tell you something I haven't experienced. So I'm going to share my experiences with you. I'm going to tell you the path that I took, and then I'm going to listen, because I want to know what it is that you want, what it is that you want to accomplish, and where you're headed, so that I can help you get to that destination. Because I know that with us working together and God ahead of it all, there's nothing that we both can't accomplish.
The three-stranded rope, isn't it?
It is. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love it. What message would you have for somebody still stuck in the pain that you were in before?
I think I would tell them first that we see you, right? Sometimes it can feel like you're being swallowed up by a situation. You're not being heard. So we see you, we hear you, and put God first in any situation, and know that you can rise above it wherever you are right now. It's just a starting point. You make up in your mind, mentally, emotionally, put it in your heart that I'm going to have a better life. And I promise you, you will.
That's, isn't it? 'Cause, I mean, you can stay stuck where you are, and you can live there and get. It becomes
and get caught up in the
familiar.
negative. Yes, get caught up in the negative feelings, and sometimes I think that that's what hinders a lot of the people that I come in contact with. It's that mental part first. If you can overcome your mental state and stay positive, and just know that that dream that you thought you saw for yourself, it's still out there. Absolutely. You just got to keep pressing forward.
Yes. Don't give up.
Yes, absolutely, Wendy.
Definitely. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I could carry on talking for ages and ages and ages with you, Angela. I'm looking forward to doing that off camera, but audience,
Absolutely.
I know that we've got some extra people to come in. So I'm going to say for now, though, Angela, thank you so much for sharing your heart and your powerful story. Your journey is quite literally a beacon of hope for us all, because you've been stuck in the mud and you've come out the other side. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for having me.
So this has been an incredible conversation to start us off on the Rebirth Summit 2025, Stories of Unyielding Courage. I'm your host at the moment, Wendy Corner, and it has been an honor to be part of this interview as the global movement for healing and transformation. Stay tuned for more interviews from courageous speakers from all around the world. Until next time, this is Rebirth TV signing off.